Hey, good morning, everybody. It's about 7. It's Wednesday, Snowpocalypse day 4. It looks like we did get a couple, 3 inches of snow last night. I want to read you the highlight of an email I got from my electric company about short service interruption outages expected in the coming days. If you're in this area, you've probably heard about the Southwest Power Pool and how they can't meet the demands of electricity production and consumption right now. They talk about, using the sun to warm rooms and blah, blah, blah. The thing that stuck out to me the most was they say that you should have your thermostat at 65 during the day and 55 at night. Me personally, I could do that. However, we have a little toddler in the house, and if you've had a toddler or have one, you know that it can be challenging to keep socks on them. So that really isn't going to cut it. 65 degrees, I don't think so. Not only that, but in sub-zero temperatures, you're supposed to keep your house at 65, at least around here, 65 degrees or higher, to avoid your pipes freezing. I think that snowplow's about to drive by. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. That might be a sand or a salt truck. Either way, they normally don't clear our road here. It's not a snow route. But it's good to see that they are giving it at least 1 or 2 passes. For me, it would be better if they just left it alone. Because I've got 4-wheel drive. If I need to go anywhere, I would prefer to drive in snow than on some packed, half-melted ice-snow hybrid. Anyway, between coming out here on the porch and checking all the cameras, everybody seems to be doing okay this morning. Doesn't look like we had any surprise lambs last night. The llamas and dogs are cuddled up, and the big rams are out at the big hay bale. So I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out there right now. I mean, it's like, 75 feet, but I'm out here in flip-flops and pajama pants. So I'll come out at midday. We're supposed to have snow on and off until about 10 or 11. And then that's all that is in the forecast. We're supposed to get up into the 20s today. And then I think it's supposed to get to 32 or just above freezing on Friday, and then somewhere up near 40 on Saturday. So if we have some sunshine, it looks like we could lose quite a bit of snow evaporating or melting or whatever. It'll probably all be gone by next Monday or Tuesday. So I had to move a hay bag over here. The llamas are trying to dominate that corner. I should have known that would happen. And this, predictably, has torn even more, which is why I hung it low. It may have been the dogs again, or it may have been just since it was already ripping. And then somebody put pressure on it and it tore the fabric more. I don't know. Maybe Beth can sew it. Who knows? All right, boys, eat. You don't even care, do you? You're just hanging out. All right, guys. So, note to self, next time the snow is predicted, don't shut the front gate. That thing was a pain in the ass to open. It's got a wheel on the end of it, and I was basically a snowplow just now. I have to go get milk, so this will probably be pretty quick. I took a look at the road, and they plowed half of it, not a whole lane. They did like part of part of one lane and like maybe 15% and then 85% of the other lane. So the snowstorm is basically gone. It's not snowing anymore. It hasn't been for a few hours. It's about 4 right now. We still have freezing temperatures for the next few days, but it's nothing like what it has been the past few days. So this is going to end the Snowpocalypse series, this video. I'm going to do, the next video will be either setting up the sheep system or vaccinating. Well, I say that, it might be a live stream. I don't know which I'm going to do. Either way, after it streams, it'll be on YouTube in its entirety. So I like that because there's no editing. I don't know if it's something where we'll be able to answer questions while we're doing it, if there are any questions or comments, because we're going to we have to have someone come over and babysit. So it'll be, all right, let's get this done as soon as possible. So let me see if this tractor will fire up. It's 23 degrees, I think. The last time I drove this thing, there was still ice on the steering wheel and the loader lever and stuff. I already rolled a bale out to take. Unfortunately, I put a pallet full of straw in front of that one, and it's really not worth moving that when I can roll a bale pretty easily. So one thing, man, it iced over last week, and my seat cracked. So I'm going to have to get a new seat. I forgot to lean it up on the steering wheel, which is a good idea. I normally don't leave the tractor outside. I just happened to. I think I was still digging post holes. So if you have a tractor with a seat like that, fold it forward. In the summertime, it's good because it doesn't get too hot for your butt. In the wintertime, you won't have a wet butt or a snowy butt or an icy butt. So let's see if this thing will kick over. I haven't turned this thing on since I parked it before the snowstorm. Normally it starts and it takes it a few seconds to get going. It's not a super old tractor, but it's pretty cold. So let me get this door open. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, there's also that. I didn't think about that. Probably 7 inches of snow up against the door. Now I have to go shut the roll up because the girls know where all the hay is. They'll go in there and eat it while I'm putting this bale out because they're greedy. They know what's happening. It's not good. Holding that camera phone while driving the tractor is harder than it seems. Apparently my hydraulic leak has gotten worse. I knew I had a small one. I had seen them, the tilt, losing pressure when it's parked. It's a 9-year-old tractor. It's got low hours, but I mean, seals fail. I already had one of the raise and lower hydraulic cylinders seals replaced last year. That's really all I've had to do to the tractor besides to get a new battery. So I was just waiting until I don't have to put out a bale, because they don't generally order the part until I bring the cylinder into the shop, and it takes them about 2 weeks to get the part and build it. So I do have a 3-point bale spike. I've never really gotten it to work very well. So here in a couple of months, I'll probably take the loader off, which I've never done. Take both of those cylinders off, and then take them in and spend 2 weeks without a front end loader. I can still brush hog if I need to, whatever. But so everybody's happy. I ripped that that one side of the bale you probably saw. There's where it had been sitting in the dirt and got wet. I like to tear that off. Just put it down on the ground on top of the snow and let them get the good grass underneath it. But as you can see, everybody is very excited. They're all taking care of it. I saw some yahoos chasing each other up the street in side-by-sides a few minutes ago, which should make my trip to the store interesting. So I'm going to let you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the 4-day Snowpocalypse series. That's basically what I do on a day-to-day basis in the wintertime. I usually don't have to mess with the water, but I like to keep hay in the barn in case somebody doesn't want to go outside, or in case they're going into labor and they get hungry. That way they don't feel like they have to stop what they're doing to go outside to the bale. And I generally don't keep stuff over there for the llamas and the rams. I just let them eat off the big bale most of the time. But since it was basically a blizzard, whiteout conditions anyway, I didn't want them to have to go stand down in it unless they want to, and sometimes they do. So like I said, I'll be back whenever I set up that working system, and then when we do CDTs and probably some hoof trimming, at least check them, see who needs it. I want to weigh everybody just to see what they weigh. I want to start doing that every time we trim hooves, just so we know, like, if anyone's losing weight or gaining weight, or, we get a good baseline for what the ewes weigh. And then when they get pregnant, we see how much weight they're putting on and stuff like that. So I'm going to go get this kid squared away with some milk and stuff. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.